Let's do this game. It's parallelism.
What is that one?
Relax.
I
Relax.
hope you're not going to
Please,
pronounce
can
the
you
word.
spell it?
Wait.
Relax
I hope you're not going to pronounce the word.
Relax.
Please, can you spell it?
PERELL
Me,
No. Relax.
seeing- I'm hearing-
LLELISM. So tell us your first work that you ever did.
My first work was actually a photography of a lady I was dating then.
Okay.
So we actually walked to the Great Hall in front of the library, and I decided to test the cameras.
On a random day. It's not like it was a graduation
it
or
wasn't
something.
even a planned event. She stood in front of the library. I just taking some shots. Even up to now, I still have those pictures.
Yeah.
When I watch the pictures and I watch my
You're
current
still
work.
attached to the girl, isn't it?
Oh, I'm attached to the work,
Not the
not the girl.
One lady just walked up to me and was like, "Can you take a picture of me?" I was like, "One picture is 10 CDs."
One lady.
Yeah, one lady.
It's always the ladies who we bring
No,
the inspiration.
That was
you
my
know.
breakthrough. And they called me. She took my number.
Oh.
Yes, she called me to come again and take pictures. But that time I wasn't having a camera.
Okay.
So I had to lie to the other guy that, "Oh, Charlie, my church is doing a program, so give me a camera, let me go and shoot."
Because of one lady.
Then I took the camera, went to Rachi Park, shot those pictures again, and you were talking about noise, not knowing the picture was blurred. The pictures I took then were blurred, but
Well, that
for
time,
them, they were okay with it.
They were really
Yeah.
Yeah,
When I
but-
look back at those pictures, I just let me try and go to some you know.
Hi, friends. Hello, lovely people. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Take So podcast. Yes, with your girl, Awurabena. And today's conversation promises to be exciting, insightful, and entertaining because we have three gallant men in the studio. Yes. So today is going to be a very, very, very entertaining conversation. But have you ever wondered when you see those jaw-dropping pictures, you see a video and you're like, the brain behind this video really killed it? Yeah, that's a conversation we are having. We are talking about creatives. We're talking about what happens behind the scene and the journey of these men so far. Yeah. So we have three men. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Take So podcast.
Hi.
Thank you.
Okay. So I think we would have to introduce ourselves first. So let's start with Kashmore. Who is Kashmore?
Kashmore. Kashmore is a production manager
Okay.
and the head for Publicity GH.
Okay.
He's a lover of music and art,
Mm-hmm.
and also a lover of football
Okay.
and Uno cards.
Mm-hmm.
That's Ernest Kashmore.
Okay. So now you know Kashmore. So let's come to James. Who is James?
All right, so my name is James Kwesi, the creative director of the Touch Photos. And,
Okay.
the lead photographer over there too. So yeah, I love everything media. So
Okay.
that's what I do.
Okay. So let's go to Dennis.
Well, my name is Thunder Dennis, and I'm the creative lead or the photographer for Design Impact. We also do graphics. Yeah, I love football, and my favorite team is Chelsea. Yeah, for that one, I always say Chelsea. Also, I like playing football, although I'm not that good, but Charlie, the small passes I can give you. Yeah, that's Dennis.
Okay. So you are with Publicity GH, Touch Photos, and Design Impact.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how the journey started with Publicity GH. How did it start? I mean, from school, getting into it, because I'm sure probably you didn't read something related to photography and now you're into it.
Oh, okay. So Publicity started with an inspiration from graphic designing.
Okay.
And I was then in second year reading physics in KNUST. And I think I used to design for people for small cash. And I decided that why won't I buy a camera, take pictures, and use those pictures for my designs?
Yeah.
So I decided to buy one around third year, started taking small pictures instead of downloading pictures from stock photos. So I was getting few coins from those designing. And at the point I was like, nah, then why won't I shift from the shooting objects to shooting human beings, since there were few photographers on campus.
Okay.
So you could shoot after church, take some 5 CDs or 10 CDs back then as an income or a source of income for a life on campus. That's how it started.
But physics and photography or videography, how is it related? How?
This question, even my boss keep asking me why the switch from physics to photography or media. Think we did light, we did shadows, we do focal length, wavelength, and all those things in physics. So I'm still applying it in photography.
Okay.
Once I take my camera, no matter the environment, I know the step I should go to take the picture than just taking and now looking for the best settings to fit.
Yeah.
So I know how to work with shadows, I know how to work with light. So it's the same application from the physics
So
background,
within the same field, kind
the
of.
same field.
All right, sure. So James, let's talk about how the journey started. At what point did you decide that let me go into this? I think this will fetch me a lot of money.
Yeah. So photography. Okay, I read statistics.
Statistics,
Yeah.
maths.
Oh yeah.
What be you?
Oh yeah. My brain. Easy now. So yeah. So I read statistics in KNUST, and after that I did my service with the e-learning center of IDL.
Okay.
Yes, and that was where I got introduced to cameras. But before then, I think I moved to a new church, and over there I found the media team using a phone to take pictures for their social media pages. So I was like, okay, a friend of mine has a camera in this office, in the office, so I can borrow it and come and take pictures which
Pictures
will
at
be more
church.
professional because I love the things of God.
Oh,
So, you know,
Hallelujah.
okay.
As a way of supporting the
Apostle,
ministry.
apostle.
Yeah. So I borrowed my friend's camera
Okay.
to help the media team in the church. And yeah, the pictures were nice. I mean, with a professional camera, of course. So after service, the people come, oh, take a picture of me. Oh, James, please, I want a picture. Oh, please.
The way you're
And,
saying
you
is
know,
giving girls. Girls are the ones
but,
saying
now,
that.
where is your camera coming from? So I mean, but I took some guys to, yeah.
Okay.
So after then, I realized one person came to me. I was like, "What's the name of your brand?" Seeing that I'm holding a professional camera, then they presume I was a professional photographer.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, name of the brand." I was like, "Oh, every photography team has their brand name." It's like, "Oh, really? Okay." Then quickly I have to act smart. I was like, "Oh, I'll let you know later." So later I went to think about it, prayed about it. Then the whole thing of the touch photos, standing for the touch of excellence, the touch of grace, the touch of
Okay.
God. So
Yeah.
the touch photos
It's
became a
giving man
reality.
of God.
What I
MOG
see-
in the house.
I started from church, so what I see.
Exactly.
So moving on, I experiment there, get to this office where I was in my service. Then I try to edit. Then I see the shortfalls and all the mistakes I do.
Yeah.
So I keep on researching and learning. Then sometimes during working times when the students close lectures at the CCB auditorium, they stand in front of the CCB auditorium trying to take pictures with their phone. So I just go, oh, I have a professional camera. Can I take you one? Oh, just pay something small. Then 5 CDs, 10 CDs, on and on.
Oh, those times that was what you're doing on campus.
Oh yeah. That was after service, but I still had access to the e-learning center. So I always,
Okay.
So I was always doing that, keep myself going because I was applying for jobs and go for interviews. They'll tell me, oh, we'll call you. Oh, you are the man for the job. Or some will tell you, oh, we'll call you. And I mean, no, I was calling, so I had to find a way of surviving.
Yeah.
So photography became a thing, and I kept on researching, learning more. And the more I did it, I found new ways of getting better at it. So I mean, fast forward, here we are, and the brand is now a whole
And you're
household
making
name.
money.
Oh yeah.
That's an interesting
Oh,
story,
to the glory
actually.
of God.
Yeah, amen. So let's come to design impact. Tell us how the journey started.
Oh, okay. I'm also a church boy, so I started from church.
Yeah.
So I remember somewhere 2017, yes, I started designing, and that was also for church. So my church, they need a flyer for Sunday service, I would do it. They need a flyer for this, I would do that. So fast forward, when COVID came, they needed someone to take up a whole media team at the church place, like someone to do live streaming. But we didn't have anyone. Like the person that we had to that time was working with GH1, so the person wouldn't be coming for service every Sunday. So I was like, let me step in and learn something new. So that was the first time I took a video, like a proper video, not with a phone, but with a camera. So we did a live stream. That was a midweek service. It was Wednesday. We did it, and I was like, Charlie, if I'm able to do this, even that time, the cameras that we were having were not that quality as these ones. But I was like, if I'm able to do this, then let me start making a living out of it. So I was like, let me get a name. For me, I already wanted to get a name before I start. Not that someone will come and ask me and be like, what's your brand name? And you're confused. So I was like, let me use Design Impact because I'm doing more of designs than videos and pictures. But at a point, I realized that I can also do photos. I can also do videos. Why don't I combine and add it? And that time I couldn't also change my brand name because I have started with Design Impact.
Okay.
So I was like, let me just leave it that way. People will know me by my brand, but when you come and I tell I do photos and those things, they also come in and they will do it. So I started in somewhere 2019. I met some few friends that encouraged me. The likes of Publicity GH, Kashmore, Oscar, and them. We met on campus, SCC Technica and Publicity.
Yeah.
They took me through some few things. I learned about easy worship, how to project slides and those things. And I was like, let me make a living out of this. So they told me you can do it. They really encouraged me.
Aww.
And that one I always say it. And they also, there's one guy to Cryptic Media. Yeah, he also encouraged me. And I was able to do it.
Shout out to all of them though.
Yeah, so that's how my journey started.
But what program did you read actually? Was it related to photography or videography?
I don't know why you went back to ask that because I was trying to skip it.
I'm quite interested in that. It looks like he did physics, he did statistics, and what did you do?
I read biological science. For the record, biological science.
Biological science, any videography, any photography is nowhere related, but you see where they are. You get it. So whatever skill you have, I think you can actually utilize it and you're going to get a lot of money from it. So let's go down memory lane. Your first work. The first work you ever did. I'm sure right now when you look at your first work and you look at your latest work, you're like, wow, this has been a journey. So tell us your first work that you ever did. Let's start with Kashmore.
First work.
Yeah.
My first work was actually a photography of a lady I was dating then.
Okay.
And a course mate as well.
Okay.
So we actually walked to the Great Hall in front of the library, and I decided to test the cameras.
On a random day. It's not like it was a graduation
it wasn't
something.
even a planned event. Like I was like, I just bought this camera and I want to test the lens and actually know into how the camera works.
Okay.
So we walked to Great Hall. She stood in front of the library. I was taking some shots. Even up to now, I still have those pictures.
Yeah.
When I watch the pictures and I watch my current
You're still
work.
attached to the girl, isn't it?
Oh, I'm attached to the work,
Not the
girl.
Are you
I'm
sure?
attached to the
This one, you're
photography.
lying. You're lying.
And not the
Boys
girl.
can lie.
Oh no. So I still have those pictures. When I look at them and I look at what we are doing now, I'm like, Charlie, God has been good.
But that's been good. It's been
Because
a journey.
the pictures actually look so white, but they were impressed. So I asked myself, what were they seeing? Or it was just the fun of they standing in front of the camera, posing, moving their legs. Was it that fun, or they were actually interested in the pictures?
Yeah.
But I think the pictures were not good. But I think at least that was the first time I was shooting a human being. Like I was like, Charlie. it was awesome.
What were you shooting at first?
First I was shooting things like cups, maybe spoon, or you can even see a flower. You take a picture of the flower and go and use for
scientists and the experiments. It's just so weird.
You use them for some designing, like palm Sunday. You go and shoot the palm tree. You have your own copyright and use them as design. But
I get that.
shooting them was
Okay.
amazing as well.
So James, take us down memory lane. Your first work, the first work you ever did when you wanted to professionalize everything.
I honestly can't remember the very first work I did because, I think back in e-learning center, that's when I started shooting, professionally, but my first works were in the church.
Okay.
Now noise need also.
I
If I say
saw
noise,
Zala.
those who do photography or they understand.
The things like,
Yeah,
or is
yeah.
the pictures or the video?
The picture itself.
White
If
angels.
you
Yeah,
see
white
noise.
The dots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
We used to
yeah.
meet at Banavilla, the auditorium, and the lighting there wasn't that much. So, and I didn't know about flash photography.
Okay.
So sometimes you pop up the camera had a pop up a flash. Then you see red eye people, the red AE in people's
You were
eye.
killing people.
Charlie, Nyamia Ibi. Nyamia Ibi.
Yeah,
When I
but-
look back at those pictures, I just it's not me trying to same but those were the early days. But the outdoor pictures I think I was doing also. I still have some of them and they look good. So
Yeah.
those were
And
the
when
first.
you look back at it, how do you feel?
Oh yeah, this is the Lord's doing. It's marvelous on our side.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
the Lord
It's
has
giving
done a lot.
emoji. Which church?
I'm in Gracefields.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Shout outs to all those in that church.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
tell us, how the journey has been so far.
Oh, okay. I still remember my first picture I took. Yeah, just like it was yesterday. So during, I think, 2018, 2019, there was a trend, SHS schools, they'll go to Ratri Park and they'll go and pose. And yes. So I was
yeah.
with one guy, the Beck concept. Yeah, the Beck concept.
Okay.
So he was the one shooting. I went to escort him because he was my friend. And at the point, he gave me the camera that he's tired, so I should shoot. So one lady just walked up to me and was like, "Can you take a picture of me?" I was like, "One picture is 10 CDs."
One lady.
Yeah, one lady.
It's always the ladies who we bring
No,
the inspiration.
That was
you
my
know.
breakthrough. That was my breakthrough.
One lady.
Yeah.
One lady.
You should give us the
Yes.
credit.
So she came and I was like, "One picture is 10 CDs." Like, okay, I'll shoot. Then I just took the picture. That time it was very nice, very, very nice.
That time?
Yeah, I
At
was
that
using
time?
T5 Rebel. I don't know if you know that camera.
Yeah.
T5 Rebel. So it was very nice, and I told the guy I want to edit this picture myself because I'm the one who shot it.
Are you sure it was just one lady?
Just one lady. So I did it, and fast forward,
Underline
I
word.
sent it to her, and she really liked it. So she recommended me to her friends, and they also, I think, the following Saturday, they came back and they called me. She took my number.
Oh.
Yes, she called me to come again and take pictures, but that time I wasn't having a camera.
Okay.
So I had to lie to the other guy that, "Oh, Charlie, my church is doing a program, so give me a camera, let me go and shoot."
Because of one lady.
Then I took the camera, went to Ratri Park, shot those pictures again. But right now, if you tell me to show you the pictures, I may decide not to talk to you forever. That would be better than me showing those
Why?
pictures. No, they are not it. You were talking about noise, not knowing the picture was blurred. The pictures that I took then were blurred, but
Well, that
for
time,
them, they were okay with it.
They were really
Yeah, they
excited
were
about
very
it.
excited.
Point
with
and
it.
shoot.
So that was how I also started.
And
That was my first
when
picture.
you look at these pictures, it tells you how far you've come.
Oh,
because
yes,
it's
yes,
been a
yes.
journey. Your
Yes.
first and what
My
you're
current
doing
picture,
now.
yeah.
Let's go to customers. How you're able to deal with clients, because like when someone comes and wants this particular thing, the budget but I'll say let her like make her look fair. She's dark. Make me look fair. I want a dimple. I want nyash. I want those things. How are you able to deal with such customers?
For this question, I would prefer Dennis start.
Then you should start there.
Yeah. He has
Why-
been giving
yeah.
people nyash and things.
Oh, no, me, I don't
Oh,
do that.
Dennis.
Like, I don't do
Oh,
that.
Dennis.
Oh, yes. When I'm editing pictures,
Okay.
I always want to keep them real and natural.
You can add your values to it when it comes to photography and the work
Then,
you do.
yeah. So I wouldn't want to add a lot of hips and those things. That's not how God created you. Like you should be happy
on.
that God created you that way.
Oh, but
So what I do,
it's just for the aesthetics.
No,
it's
wait,
not
wait.
like I want to
Okay.
change
Oh,
what
but
has done
God
to me.
created and you're a creative.
I'm a creative, but I can't tell God that what you created wasn't nice.
You're
Okay.
adding creative.
No, I'm just adding value to it. So I can
Okay.
give you the colors and those things. But when it comes to the hips, sometimes I do it, but not too much.
Okay.
I don't want to deceive my followers because if I post the picture and then one gentleman's like, "Who is that lady? I want to be friends with her."
That is not your problem.
No, but
oh.
I was the one who did the linkage. And the picture now, I'm deceiving them. No.
Oh, come
So some
on.
of my values too,
Okay, sure,
I don't
sure.
do nudity shoots. That one,
Okay.
no matter the amount of money you are offering, I'm not going to
But
do it.
may we know why?
Okay. The reason being that my pages, my Instagram pages, my LinkedIn pages, I post my works there because I want to attract my next clients. But most of the people that watch my works too are from the gospel fraternity,
Okay.
and some too from the Muslim how do you call it? Community, yeah. So when they look at the works and you are posting nudes and those things on your pages, that means you are losing all these clients.
Okay.
Someone can also argue that what about those who like the news? Why are you not posting for them?
Okay.
I wouldn't want to attract those people a lot because I'm a Christian, as I said at first, and I have morals, and my religion doesn't allow me to shoot those kinds of
So
content.
those are not your target market. if
No,
they
those are not my target
Okay.
market. Yes,
Alright.
they are not.
Sure.
And another thing that I wouldn't also do is when you're a client and you come in, you are giving me pressure, but you're not also willing to pay me the amount that you need for the work to be done. I don't think I will prefer working with you because you give me 200 CDs that, I want this. It's within the budget. I
Yeah.
tell you what you can get at the end of it. We accept. We start the project and now you want me to add a lot of things, but you are not willing to do your part.
Yeah.
And you're not even talking to me nicely. So those people too, those who don't have money, they'll rather come and they'll be giving
This
you.
will be my next question. I'm
Yes.
really intrigued.
Yes, I
about
want
this part,
James
actually.
to answer that question for you because they will
Okay.
come and they'll be giving unnecessary pressure, but they are not doing the right thing. You can talk to me nicely. Oh, Dennis, I know I paid you this, but what I want is this and that. Can you add it for me?
Yeah.
Every sane human being will do that. But they will come and like, so can't you do this?
And
No,
you have
who
a
are
lot
you?
on your chest, though.
Yes, it's not the best. So for that, those things too, I'll just recommend you to another friend that I
Okay.
think that can help you in that way. Because I wouldn't want to also spoil my credibility by doing something that I think I'm not there. Like I can't do it. Hope you get it. So those are the two things I wouldn't do.
Okay. So James, tell us about your values and how you deal with difficult customers as well.
My values, he said he doesn't shoot nude.
Yeah.
Me too, I don't shoot nude. But
But about which
There's a bat
you know,
somewhere.
yeah, this business I'm running, okay, and I give this classical example of the medical doctors, gynecologists, and
Yeah.
they touch,
watch. They watch things.
some of them are
Oh,
pastors.
okay.
Yeah.
But you can see the nakedness of a woman.
the touch.
I mean,
The
some,
touch, like you get the name touch.
I beg, not here.
He said the touch of
You know,
grace,
it's
the touch of
grace,
God, not the touch of
excellence.
things.
Please, not the touch of things.
Yes.
People who do like when they what's the name, breast cancer awareness. You see the doctors
Yeah.
they put people behind they touch it.
We encourage female doctors.
No, men doctors do it.
Now you see.
Male doctors do it. So this
Okay.
is business. Being professional, you can see certain things and still get your mind going.
Okay.
So such works too, because I know how sensitive they are. I normally don't post them, but I'll do it for the client. You post it yourself. You can tag me, fine. But for me on my portfolio, it's difficult for me to post it because of the kind of people I have on my
intricacies in the things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So since it's business, I would definitely shoot.
Okay.
But if you tell me I come to do nude, I'll not do. But when you come and I
But if
get
you don't tell me and you come and it's nude.
and they ask me him, you say name when your time. So
Okay.
I don't do it full time, but when it comes and I have to do it, we need a cash, we need set up to.
Okay.
And also clients who be like, Mame Botos, I do some. But I don't do the extreme because I want to present a decent professional work.
Okay.
Make sure that's maybe else may balance it, but then the extreme one which will look like which will make people even laugh at me that which photographer did this, I'll not do that. I try to keep it decent, keep it neat,
Very
balance it.
demure, very mindful, very cutesy.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
I see, very demure. What I see.
I get
So I
that.
try to keep it like that. If you're a client, you are being difficult. If you're going to torment me, I just you know what, keep your money.
Yeah.
Let me keep my work.
Keep your
This-
200 Ghana
and
cedis.
when you come to me too, I tell you this is the range of works I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I refer you to my page, my portfolio. You can see this is what I do. I mean, is it something you like? If you tell me to go and shoot like a photo chef, a friend, the photo chef,
Okay.
I can't shoot like him. I mean, my pictures cannot be like him. His style of doing, and he too cannot do like mine.
Okay.
So this is my style. That's why he came to me. So if you can't work with my style, then go to whoever you think can give you that. Nonetheless, I also try to experiment new things. So some of them, if I see you are very respectful, you are polite, and you give me grace,
Okay.
you'll be merciful towards me. In case I don't get it,
Yeah.
I will experiment it. And if you love it, we move with that. But if I see that you are being too difficult and you are not someone who give me mercy, who show me mercy when I go, I don't deliver to your expectation, I'll let you go somewhere else. Sometimes you can pick from people like the way they even address or approach you. So those are the things I use when I'm working.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So let's listen to Kashmore and see what he has to say.
Okay.
What's up
From
for
the
Cashmore?
from the production aspect or
Yeah.
as a producer, we always go with a contract.
Okay.
So normally, if it's a video production or it's a music production you are doing, we give you a contract that you are paying probably 4,000 for. You are paying 4,000 for 5 camera works.
Okay.
And we actually then decide to add more cameras or even add a drone or any other equipment we want to. But once you request for it, we do the due diligence. Like we tell you, additional camera is maybe extra cost of this amount, or additional personnel will cost you this amount. So if you think you can't go by the contract, then we have to stick to what your budget is.
Okay.
And adding to it, we don't allow your budget to tell us how creative we should be. Probably you have 2,000. You want to do 2 cameras, and you are shooting Babayara
Okay.
with 2 cameras. It's actually a burden on the 2 camera guys. That means they have to be one master camera and the second camera will have to roam the whole of
Oh.
the stadium to try and get reaction shots.
Yeah.
We will give you advice. If you think the advice you can't fit because of your budget, then we just opt out. And we know you can get someone out there who will even charge less and do it. But it's our production house and it's our brand. You are paying for the brand and the identity, not the cameras we are doing. So we try and manage our people, our clients very well. We add up when there's a need and we do subtraction when there's a need as
Because
well.
I was wondering, I saw a picture where the cameraman came with, he had one camera around his neck, one here, one there, and one was literally tying on his head. I was like, how much did they pay you? So I was thinking, is it that is the budget that comes with the camera or what? Or if I pay small, you blur some parts and make some parts clear, or you take some videos out. Let me understand this. Clarify this very, very well. Let me start with James.
For that matter, he mentioned that it's the production that we are doing.
Yes, yes.
All things being equal, our brand is at stake. So we will advise you that with this kind of gig, as you mentioned, is this an advice.
Yeah.
I think you need like 3 cameras.
Okay.
I mean, we are doing photography. You need like at least 3 so that we can capture the whole moment. Like, you can get every moment.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, a program at Accra Sports Stadium. I think Dennis shot a program like that. I don't think it was just one photographer. There were about 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 because they need to get various, shots, at the same time, simultaneously. So, yes, if we have to represent ourselves well, we will advise that you pay some more.
Yeah.
And also, maybe if you see that, okay, you are someone who is, you are human enough,
Yeah.
but your money is not plenty. We can find a way of,
We can bless you.
we can
Okay.
bless
With
you.
more
So you
cameras.
go more
We
into the
can
human
bless you.
relation.
Oh,
How
yeah,
the
it's very
clients
important.
relate
Yeah,
to
it's very important. It's very
Oh,
important.
okay.
The camera is free, but then I can use it to do free work, depending
Yeah,
on
yeah,
how
yeah,
I mean
yeah.
the work is going to bless me. There are some work you go and shoot, you know that, okay. I mean, we sometimes even literally shoot free programs,
Yeah.
depending on the relationship with the person and how
Okay.
the person is going to use your image. Some people might not be able to give you the money, but they'll say, look, I appreciate this. You've been of a blessing to me. And wherever they will go, they will mention your name. Touch this for me. Touch is very good. Please patronize him.
Oh, okay. To how you are able to deal with pressure. When there's a lot of pressure on you, like you have a gig, you're supposed to be here at this time, be here at that time. How are you able to deal with all that pressure? Let's start with you, Dennis.
It depends on the kind of pressure that you are having. Okay. Sometimes, let's say you go to the program late.
Yeah.
You forgot your memory card in the house. Your lens, you're supposed to take a wide lens and you forgot. Now, when they want you to shoot like some kind of pictures and you can't do it. All these things will bring pressure. But how do you deal with this? I remember one program, I went for the event and I left my memory card in the house. Now, the program is about to start and they want me to shoot one particular picture.
Yeah.
How do you start? The guy came to like, Charlie, you started, let's start shooting. I was like, yo, sure. But deep within me, I knew I didn't have a memory card to start shooting.
Yeah.
I had called for reinforcement and the person told me I was on his way. And almost like 2 hours, the person wasn't there. So what I did was I used my phone to start.
Okay.
To shoot. So I just put the camera under my phone like this and my phone will be there. So they would.
I was coming to ask if they see the phone, will they get
so
angry
they
about it?
thought I was using my camera to shoot, but I was using my phone. So when the
that's
person
smart.
came in, I just had to put my memory card in and started shooting. And they didn't even realize.
Yeah.
But sometimes you go and you'll be sweating and they'll start asking questions. Why is it that? Why is it that? Sometimes you just have to go with someone and the person can entertain you. I know some of the teams like Publicity GH, we have 2 noble gentlemen who just come in to entertain us.
For the comic.
Yes. So when we are under pressure, sometimes I really get under pressure and you see, instead of him to be doing the work, that's when you will start not fooling, but just start making jokes, moving around, and you be like, Charlie, what's all this? Just let it go. You can do it.
Yeah.
And you can just overgo it and just do your thing. But sometimes to just work in the pressure, finish the work, and later you know what to do.
I mean, it's really intriguing when you see how, let me say, men are able to deal with pressure. Like when they are under pressure, the composure and the steez alone. When I'm under pressure, the way I don't sweat. I don't sweat. When you see me sweating, it means that pressure is under me and I'm under pressure. So tell me how you deal with pressure, James.
For pressure, I mean, there are various type of pressure. Some of them, if it is technical fault,
Yeah.
we try as much. What I do mostly is I calm down. That's what I do because, like it's already there.
Yeah.
The problem is already there.
The fire is already
You
burning.
trying to escalate your, will make it. I mean, go off hand.
Yeah.
So I try my best to calm down.
Mm.
Okay, so this is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
How can we solve it?
Yeah.
I try to be like practical enough. I said, okay. For instance, we were shooting a program for Fidelity just last 2 weeks, and apparently one camera, the I don't know if the battery was weak.
Mm-hmm.
Then this one of my team, boss, it's not the camera is not it keeps going off. I was like, it keeps going off. Get another battery.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, I changed it. I was like, get another battery.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Just like, no, like it's not coming. No. Then I just pulled out. I always keep spare battery in my pocket.
Okay.
Then it came. I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was all frenzied, like it's not coming, and the program is going on. I'm like, no,
It's a she.
It's a she.
Okay.
Sometimes even the guys, like, we're doing a streaming, and I boss, we're not Atiko, and I say, Atiko, what's the problem? Check the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and I check if there's a cable connected, or it's just, I mean, be practical. Then,
But the person is under pressure, you
no,
know.
so for me personally, I try to calm down. Anytime there's pressure, I calm down. If you're not reasoning, I'll just scream on you once. Drink.
Oh.
Like
Drink check can
think fast.
think
Think
ahead.
fast. The client will not understand that you didn't shoot this part.
Yeah.
The client will not understand why you didn't shoot. So all things being equal, try as much as possible to find a solution before the client even asks why didn't you shoot.
Yeah.
And maybe your card is full. Your card is full and you're still standing there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are technical pressures. Okay. Most of them I try to calm down and and maybe the program you're shooting is a high portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
You say, wait, dear Charlie, you need that also. Your credibility is at stake. That one too, I try to keep myself calm. Composure, because if you are so overly useful exuberance, like why let me try. Charlie, you miss it.
Yeah.
You miss some very important.
Even fall down
yeah.
when you're
You
all
might
over
even,
the place.
exactly.
Yeah.
So such pressures, I calm down. Like whenever there's pressure, I calm down. The only thing maybe when I'm under pressure, the only thing that doesn't change is my driving. That one, the high speed.
Okay. You
Yeah.
have to relax
When
with that one.
when we are late for a program, that pressure there, I mean, we deliver that one well.
Okay.
So, but other things, when we get there, we are still composed. We arrange, like we set up. We try not to be late because for any kind of program, So whatever pressure it is, we try to keep calm and try to talk to people politely, because if you do mistake right now, whatever you say will be used against you in the court of law.
Exactly.
So we try to be calm anytime we are
Exactly.
being under pressure.
I mean, the word for this year is demure, composure.
Yeah, demure. I forgot.
And in this year, if you are not keeping composure, what are you doing? So let's go with Kashmore. You said you like playing Uno, you like playing football. So when you are under pressure, what do you do?
Okay. So for us, the best way to actually avoid the pressure, let me talk about how to avoid it, then how to manage it, is proper planning.
Okay.
We plan with a team. We plan our gadgets by listing them. We pack according to the list.
Okay.
And make sure we have auxiliary items also in a separate bag. So, and the third thing is timing.
Okay.
You make sure you are at the program. If the program is starting at 4 p.m., you are there sometime 11 or 12, even before the program, so that you can look around, know how to do the setup, and even make friends with the other production houses that are part of the program.
Yeah.
It reduces pressure, because something like you are here to stream, you've done your setup. First, you didn't come early. You are done with the setup. The sound guy is also stressed with some things that he has to sort. And you are now coming to tell him that, oh, please give me auxiliary out too. And you can connect the cable and not even turn your cable on or mute you.
Yeah.
And you know, because of his pressure, it's going to now affect your quality of work. So you try be there on time. And the way we manage it is we try and separate responsibilities. Sometimes pressure is everywhere. Even when you set up a day before, 2 minutes to the program, so you feel some heat
in your chest.
Heat, Charlie. Is everything going to go well?
Yeah.
But you try and give other responsibilities to the team. Oh, make sure everyone has an SD card. Make sure batteries are given to everyone. If it's a 6-member production, we try and add a 7th person who is just there, probably not even having knowledge about what you are doing, but his or her responsibility is to give other auxiliary items to the camera people. So it's one thing that has actually helped us in our production. And keep a smiling face even when you are bored. Like, I can be bored with the pressure and you are like, the team member is, I'll just do this. If I do this, I'm trying to tell you that use your head.
Your mind for day.
Like, I mean, the question you are coming to ask me is a challenge we are all facing. Don't expect me to be a superior human being or some supernatural god.
I get that.
You should have a solution. We should all think about the solution or find a way to solve the problem. So if I do this to you, they get annoyed, but I mean that's a nice way of me to releasing pressure. As a Miss Mark can be actually like so
it looks like there's a lot of emphasis on human relation, how you relate to people, how you talk to people, even in the midst of pressure, because we are all human and we can be angry, we can be sad, but how you relate to people in those situations is very, very important. But you are big men, yes. Let's talk about your biggest production you've ever done. You did it and you're like, I have reached, I have landed. I'm now part of the grooves. Let's talk about your biggest production. Tell us what you've done. Let's start with James.
Biggest production?
Yeah.
I actually don't know which one will be the biggest now because I do different productions, yes. I mean, ranging from medical to political to the banking sector to church. So sometimes it becomes difficult for me to tell which one is the biggest. But I think my first biggest program was in 2019 when I had to shoot a conference for the Emergency Medicine Society of Ghana, where all the emergency doctors had a conference, and we were tasked to handle their media, photography and videography. Those days streaming wasn't really popular. So yes, it was one pressure work because there's this thing about medical doctors when they don't talk much when they meet other people, but you have to find ways and means of getting their memories well documented. Although they don't know you, you have to still fit into their world. Sometimes try to talk some of their jargons. Play with them.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm shooting your kidney.
How can you shoot somebody's kidney?
But they talking about CPR. We have to do this thing. Like they have to do like research. I was like, okay. So I have to say, okay, can I shoot because I want to get this angle very. I did the compression. Okay, let me get this.
Move your CPR, Anna. CPR is like
that's what
let me shoot your blood pressure.
I'm not a medical person, so don't come at me.
Resuscitation. That's the word.
What's it? Come again.
Cardiopulmonary.
It's okay.
CPR, when someone is not, they compress the chest.
The chest.
And they sometimes kiss the person. You know that thing.
Oh yeah. They'll be like they are blowing air into the person.
Exactly. Yeah, so I have to understand some of those things. Those terms we're using. The emergency lines, and you have to fit into their world. This was all doctors from all around Ghana. And it was a good program, a good production. At the end, I mean, they were so happy with the production. I mean, some took my numbers. Later on, some called me to their homes to do family shoots for them. Because of the kind of relationship we had. So that was a big program. I mean, political works to maybe I've done quite a number of political works. A rally for I'll not mention political party because of I don't want anyone to say tag me that you have this rallies. You can see like more than 10,000 people on the street.
When you're going for such program, how do you walk inside?
Sure. And when I wear boots, wear jeans, either a shirt. I have my straps on. My gears on me. Like because like a soldier. You have to quickly survive. You have to survive. Push people. Give it. Then quickly get your shot because no one is going to relax for you to get your shots.
Exactly.
But you have to deliver your work. You have to show that you are worth paying for.
Exactly.
So how be it, you have to deliver, in such gigs, and the corporate world to, sometimes, the corporate world.
But is it like a competition when like a lot of photographers are at a particular program and they are all taking shots?
Senior.
Because when I'm at the back and I'm at a program and I see photos,
Senior
I feel
girl.
like everybody wants to get
Senior
to
girl.
a
Senior girl.
perfect place and take
Some
a
can
perfect.
intimidate you.
I'm like,
Yeah, some will intimidate you.
okay.
Some will intimidate you. Some can, if I mean, there's this. Maybe let me divert a little. There's this thing that gears don't matter, but someone can use it, their gear to intimidate you.
Yes.
Hey, Charlie, camera. Hey, Charlie, guitar. Hey, hey,
You pack yours and go.
Charlie. Can see someone's lens, but say, hey, wait, that's the trying. I mean, was true. Oh yeah.
No, was zooming baby.
You know, those days. I mean, when we're entering, like those things could scare us. You go for a big program and there are different photographers. But however, I just have to believe in myself, deliver my work.
That's the
what I
word.
was paid for.
Exactly.
Trust myself, believe that I have the best shots. I'm not competing with anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, if I see you, I salute. Make I also shoot like this part small. Then,
Yeah.
I just try I'm not in competition with anyone.
You're not in competition.
I
with
do
anybody.
my work. I'm paid differently. I paid differently. I mean, I go my way.
We all go our way. Sure.
So that's
Kashmore, tell us your biggest production so far.
With Publicity GH, we have a lot. We have numerous.
My gigs be
Bebre, Charlie.
India cracker.
Hey, he's
It track giga, man. We are now. We are gigabytes. Like we
Wow.
pass gigabytes. So we started posting God of gigs. So okay, I think COVID actually opened our eyes to a lot of things. So COVID actually gave us our biggest international gig. It actually gave us the opportunity to stream from Africa, Asia, southern part of America, northern part of America, and South Africa as well.
Yeah,
So when you get there, you have to give them the accent,
bro.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're here in Ghana doing this production with a colleague, Oscar.
Okay. Shout out to Oscar.
Yeah. So the other regions or countries were just satellite stations where we had production units in all those locations, shooting and streaming to us in Ghana to the audience, and we were mixing to the audience. So once you are watching the stream, you wouldn't even know where we are actually streaming from unless we put a lower third telling you that maybe this prayer is from Mexico or this prayer or ministration is from India. You wouldn't know. Yours is you are watching a 24-hour live streaming. We actually didn't sleep. 6 a.m. to the next day, 6 a.m.
Wow.
So sleep is for the weak, It is actually manifesting. When you want the best things, you need the best team. Yeah. And we have the best team. But I'm always proud of that.
Does it look like that's the way technology is taking creatives or photography or videography?
Yeah. So it's an innovation.
Yeah.
Once you don't pick it up, you'll be beaten behind. I mean, the traditional way of doing things are now being archaic.
Yeah.
You are now in a digital world where you can even stay in your room and order a ride.
Yeah.
So you can still stay in your room and watch a full church service, give offertory via mobile money, and do all those things. So if you're a photographer or you're a production house and you are like, I shoot, print on CD, give it to client, they'll watch on a DVD decoder. I mean, it is even right now, pen drive. I don't remember the last time I sent a pen drive to a client that, that's your wedding video.
Okay.
It's on Google Drive. In your free time, you can just watch, and it's a private link as well, unless you decide that we should grant access to any other person.
Okay.
So that is it.
Okay. So let's come to Design Impact. What's the biggest gig you've ever done?
Biggest part.
Yeah.
Well, I've done some massive gigs, but I think I'm still waiting for the biggest gig, the one that is.
But what's the biggest gig that when you do, you feel like, I've reached. Let me rest.
Okay,
so I was part of the National Science and Maths Quiz Photographers. I've been on that for 2 years, which this year probably I also joined them. Also to Geometro, Praise Reloaded in Accra, the sports stadium. Yeah. Okay. So I was part, and also GFA, Ghana Football Association. Yes, I was also part of their contract. I was shooting some matches in Kumasi.
Kotoko
so when
versus
Kotoko and those people are playing in Kumasi, I'm the one who take coverage, like pictures, just photos.
Wow.
Yeah. And also there's this one gig recently I played Limo Blazing Ghana.
Yeah.
This actually, I think the first time he came to Ghana, and I had a chance to be mixing behind the console.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's giving.
It's giving, yeah. And when anyone who watched the video was like, yeah, Charlie,
Heat.
yeah, he's
Killed
Baba,
it,
he's our
killed
icon.
it,
So yeah,
killed it.
these are some of the programs that I've done, and I feel like I'm getting there.
Okay, but is there one particular program that you feel like when I do this, I've reached?
Oh yes, that one I always say it.
We are the champions.
Yeah, that's it. I always tell my guys and my team that if I'm able to shoot the UEFA Champions League final, like that's it. I've reached.
Okay.
Just being in the stadium and they are playing that song, the anthem, and you are there. Charlie, that feeling, even if I don't get the picture and you close the match, I'm okay. They shouldn't pay me. I'm okay.
Relax,
But I
relax.
just want to have a picture of, let's say, any of the big players.
Oh, Chelsea
scoring a
players,
goal.
Chelsea
Yeah.
players.
Not Chelsea players. I know that final
Wait,
Chelsea.
wait,
Support
wait.
Chelsea.
Yeah, I said it.
Oh, really?
Yes. I support Chelsea.
Mudrich.
That's why no one can give me broken heart. Like I had it for a whole
Chelsea
week.
and Martimo, innit?
Women's
We are
fellowship.
talking about photography. I don't know why they deviated, but
That was just on the lighter
Yes.
note, actually.
So I just want to shoot the UEFA Champions League final, just one match. I just want to get one shot that will be part of my portfolio that Dennis was the one who did this work, or Design Impact was the one who did this.
And that's on period.
Yes.
I mean, it's been an insightful conversation, listening to the journey of how far these creatives have come, starting from the first pictures they took, the first videos they did, to the biggest gig that they've done so far. So let's do your business page. Where can we find you when we want to book you for events?
You can find us in Ghana, in Africa, in the world, and all social media platforms as
Goodness.
Publicity GH.
Okay. Instagram, TikTok,
Instagram,
everywhere.
TikTok, even Snap, we are there. Facebook,
You're on
YouTube.
Snapchat.
Yeah, we have been
You
streaking
mean
our
business,
clients.
oh.
We streak our clients for the next client.
Okay, so James, where can we find
so
you?
standing on the existing protocol.
Okay.
All right, so we are on the all social media platforms. I think TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat as the touch photos. The touch photos, yes.
The touch photos.
And our studio is located just next to the Lord K Pharmacy on the Kote Road.
Okay.
Yes, that's where we have our studio, portrait studio.
Yeah, I'll give you the touch of grace.
What I said, the
Yeah.
touch of excellence.
Yeah,
Exactly.
touching.
What
Touch.
Hey, not that
Red
touch, not
touching.
that
Not
touch.
the
Yeah,
touch.
touching,
not
red
that
touching.
Hey,
Enhancing
I
touching.
just said touch.
Hey,
Are you not called touch?
David, I don't trust you.
Okay.
What you are saying, I don't trust you.
So tell us where we can find you.
Okay, so on Instagram, my handle is design_impact2. But for all the other social media platforms, you can either go by my name, Dennis Tando, or Design Impact with no underscore, with no number. You get me. And I'm very active on LinkedIn. So those who want to connect and learn something, I want to learn from you. So
Yeah.
if you want to connect and learn, LinkedIn, Dennis Tando, you see me, very fine gentleman. Yeah.
Finest.
It's
Finest in the
giving
industry.
fine, man. Connect. Let's
Oh, yeah,
connect.
let's
Follow for
connect.
follow. Yeah. So it's been an insightful conversation, as I earlier said, having these men talk about their journey. One thing I would say is wherever you want to start, I would say start now.
That's right.
Because you don't know where you will get to at the end. They started and now they are where they are now. So whatever you want to do, start now. Yeah, this is the Take I'm So podcast. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.
Yeah, subscribe,
And follow
subscribe.
us. Yes, subscribe. We beg,
And hit the
subscribe.
notification.
Hit it so
Yeah.
that whenever
Right.
we drop a video, you're able to get it. And follow us on all social media platforms at takeamso_pod. Want to say a big shout out to Drago Creative Hive
Yeah,
for
Man
helping
Oscar.
us with
Yeah.
production. Yes, we are so grateful for the support. And to Young Pizzles, thank you so much for holding us down.
Multimedia.
Yeah, but before
Yeah.
we end, just a short one. Let's do this game. It's parallelism.
Hey.
You get-
What is that one?
Relax.
Ebe?
Relax.
I hope you're not going to
Please,
pronounce
can
the
you
word.
spell it?
Wait,
Relax,
wait, wait. I hope you're not
for
going
me.
to pronounce the word.
Relax.
Please, can you spell it?
PERELL parallel.
Me,
No,
I'm
Relax.
I'm seeing- I'm hearing-
LLELISM.
I'm spelling
Parallelism.
Peru, para.
You put me on the spot. The way I'm sitting inside. So in the field of production, like let's say I'm talking sound, I'm talking microphone,
Okay.
Oh,
something
okay.
like that. So you're going around like that. So
Yeah,
let's
from
start with
Cash, from
Kashmore.
Cash.
So I'm talking touch. I speak retouch.
So let's do James.
Don't say anything. Oh.
Okay, I'm talking photos. I'm talking Canon.
Okay. So I'm talking camera, I'm talking Sony.
Okay, I'm talking light. I'm talking Godox.
Okay. So I'm
Hey.
talking podcast, I'm talking what?
Take am
Take am
so.
I'm so.
Thank you. This is where we end today's exciting journey. Bye.
Bye.